Okay, let's try it now. I tried it earlier, but I'll tell you what happened. I forgot to turn on the microphone, and oh, by golly, you gotta have a mic if you want to talk. So, let's talk about what we got here. This is the day before the 4th of July. This is one of those boom, 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 boom kind of nights. Well, if you look at my picture, you'll see a mixture of things that go bang, boom, whoosh, and in the night. Now, you know, fireworks are a funny thing. They're a tradition going back to China. They're a heavy American tradition. Yet states like California have managed to completely neuter fireworks in an endless endeavor to save us from ourselves. You know, you can't even have a freaking sparkler in California. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. Hell, in my own county, you can't have anything that flies in the air. What kind of sissydom is that? You can't have artillery shells. You can't have rockets. You can't have it makes my ass hurt thinking about it. But that's never stopped me before. And that sure as hell ain't going to stop me now. Let me get a cough out. It was a good cough. And a drink of my carbonated water. At the end of the show, I'm going to fire off a fireworks cannon of my own design. Looks pretty cool. It involves like a chain, a tripod, a 250-pound magnet, some steel pipe. Oh, it's going to be fun. We'll do it at the end of the show. So let's get down to brass tacks. The more serious side of this show is about America's dominant religion. Dominant, most powerful. Which religion, which cult, whatever you want to call them, would you think is the most powerful, has the most influence in America? Catholics? You're wrong. Mormons? You're way wrong. Muslims? You're wrong. Jews? Yeah, okay, sorta wrong as well. The ones that are really dangerous call themselves Democrats. Yes, the American Democrat Party. Good God, if you are a card-carrying, party-supporting Democrat, you cannot possibly be a man or a woman of God. You cannot possibly be Catholic, Protestant, Jewish, Islamic. You can't be. Because these Democrats are hell-bent on one thing. That is total domination of the country, yes, and the world. Does it make you sad? Boy, it breaks my heart just thinking about it. Hold on. Another burp coming. Boy, that was a good one. All right, I'm back. Okay. The Democrat Party, it has become the most influential. It's the wealthiest, the most powerful religion in the history of the world. And I say religion because it's a lot more than just a damn party. As I said earlier, neither your Catholics, nor your Jews, nor your Muslims can stand before the might of the cult of the American Democrat Party. We've seen their party. We've watched them as they've launched inquisitions, unparalleled violence, lies and suppositions, all as tools of conquest. We've seen their ability and willingness to falsely accuse, to convict, to imprison, even to murder the opposition to get where they want to go. Now, I decry all political parties, okay? I think Republicans, Democrats, they are criminal organizations. I do not swear allegiance to either party. But as selfish and conceited as the American Republican Party is, boy, the Democrat cult surpasses them. They're totally all over them. Seriously. They what's the word I'm looking for? They dominate. Almost make them Republicans invisible at times. Remember this. The Pope of the Democrat Party, once it was Joe Biden. Now, of course, it's back into Nancy Pelosi's, her lap. Nancy Pelosi and her apostles are the Congress. Okay? Her inquisitors, as with Biden, not as much, but her inquisitors have been the DHS, the FBI, ICE, the IRS, the ATF, the EPA, the FDA, good, all these three-letter criminal organizations at the behest of the Democrats, even today with President Trump busting his butt to clean up the mess, to get honesty, to stop making it war with his government agencies, to stop them just going and following a dictatorial agenda. These grand inquisitors, these three-letter agencies, they only do as they're told. If you listen closely to Democrat stooges like Alvin Bragg, what they're really saying is, I am only following orders. It didn't work in Nuremberg, it shouldn't work here. When a single party rules in any country, there is no justice. Justice is dead. When a Democrat president enjoys a supermajority in both houses, there's no longer freedom. When a demented and senile usurper, following the instructions of his wife, you know who I'm talking about, who follows the instructions of Beijing, then freedom is just a word. And that's what 4 years of Joe Biden and Jill Biden subjected us to. And I say Jill Biden because everybody knows she is the author of the auto pen. She made the decisions. She even wrote the damned executive orders. Of course, Hunter got the mother of all pardons because it was her who did it. Now, only you can stop the approaching juggernaut of the evil that is the Democrat Party. Only you can sway your friends to vote. Vote with them en masse. Overturn the evil that is, even under a Republican administration, it is still destroying our country, our society, our very souls. In less than 2 years, we again face critical votes in these midterm elections. People will be voting for congresspeople and senators. Don't downplay the significance of these midterm elections, because if President Trump loses the House to Democrats, it'll be like in his first term. He'll be ground to a snail's pace because a Speaker of the House who hates his guts, like Pelosi, is going to go at him, and the press will feel emboldened, and they'll get back on their high horses, and we'll be right back where we were with Joe Biden, only this time maybe somebody won't be senile. Can you even imagine the U.S., arguably the most powerful, influential nation on the face of the earth, being led by her own enemies through a senile, power-mad Democrat Congress? Senile? Think of Chuck Schumer. Think of Nancy Pelosi. Okay, just to get started here. A president is not all-powerful, as President Trump's first term demonstrated. He's got to have party support. Again, I wish parties could be outlawed. I wish the formation of a party would be charged under the RICO Act. Try to imagine the Chinese Communist Party controlling America's elections, news media, social media, and the very conscience of a growing majority of people in the rank and file of America today. All this being bent, being molded into the shape the communists want. The cult of the Democrat Party intends to tear down our country, rewrite and eliminate our laws, morph and warp our system of government, destroy our morals and ourselves, so they can rebuild this country in their own image, that of a socialist republic. It's their stated goal. And even with their public announcement and admission of treason, the courts do nothing to Democrats, because under Democrat leaders like Obama, like Clinton, they were appointing judges who were so liberal, so toe the line. They were like this Jumanji Jackson. They couldn't even answer simple questions, but Democrats and a Democrat, boom, threw them in. It's their goal. They want to destroy this country. Now, I don't want to destroy the country, but what I do want to do is I want to blow up a small piece of it. Let me reach over here for some fire. I'm going to move my camera so you can get a better look. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's go to it. Okay, there's the camera. Swing it around and tilt up. You like my homemade cannon? Ain't she pretty? Well, I'm going to set it off. Take off the mic. Be ready for the noise. Here we go, my kids. I'm talking loud so you can hear me. Oh, boy, I don't want you to see too much of me. Hadn't got my shirt on. Oh no. Well, just a minute. I'm waiting, putting on my shirt, because when you're sitting in a hot studio and moving indoors and outdoors and hauling equipment and sitting in places, my golly, it gets hot. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's open up the door. All right. Open it wide. Wider, wider. And here goes, baby. Let me set that so it goes that way. And get away. My door wants to close. I'm going to go outside, light it, and do it. Hold on, everybody. Okay, here we go. I'll go here. And I will. I'm doing this, I promise. All right. Yes, I'm stupid. Yes, I'm old, but by God. There. Did it. Can you see it? I'm going to light it and hold this damn door open. Here we go. Oh, I got an answer. Never mind. Okay, I'll come back in. I just took a chair, locked the door. Now, thanks for watching. Here we go. Are you ready? All right, cigarette lighter to the ready, and fire in the hole. There you go. Happy 4th of July, baby. Happy 4th of July.